Welcome back, everybody. Me and Sengang are back on the desk, ready to look at what we just saw and what we're about to see. Now, the first thing we've got to talk about is, obviously, first game we saw, Gachikun going up against the Balrog of Zero Q.
Yeah.
Wasn't actually that impressive, in my point of view, from what we saw from the Balrog player. He had a chance to actually take a couple of rounds, couldn't make it happen, couldn't piece it together. Do you think it just comes down to pressure against playing against such a legend?
I think it comes down to experience. I think he's very seasoned in Germany, but it's the first time I've really started seeing him come to different events around Europe and stuff like that. I think you get that as you level up. You go to these events and then little things happen in the matches that could have changed the momentum completely in your favor, and that sticks in your head. So you go home and you're like, right, I'm going to practice that 9 times out of 10. I need to get that every time. So I think it's experience.
Now, what we didn't see, though, was it being so easy for some of these guys. Like, even Gachikun dropping a couple of rounds there too. Obviously, the Fang player, which caught him off guard a bit. Now, he didn't claim an entire game, but he managed to actually put the hurt on him a bit. And it's a shame to not see him go further through, because I think he might have actually been able to cause a couple of upsets there, because he's definitely got the ability, but it's not a player we see too often.
No, not at all. I think you saw in that matchup specifically, the Fang player was really, really good at getting away from Gachikun. You could see Gachikun was really flustered, and it's not something that, you know, Rashid normally flusters the opponent, and it's Rashid going out of the corner and moving around. It was the other way around, and it was interesting to see Gachikun was trying to adapt on the fly and punish him on the fly, and sometimes it didn't happen. He did know a couple of specific things in that matchup, like when he tried to lay down the Ryu Bender and Gachikun did EX dive through it, the gaps. He understood the gaps and why his opponent was going for X and when and where. And that was what he was able to use to take the win. So yeah, if the Fang player just honed his skills a little bit and was aware of certain situations and scenarios and how his opponents can get out of it, he can then start playing that type of mind game with people like Gachikun, who that's the level that they're on. You have to understand the game as well as they do, and then you have to play the mind game against them.
Now, Kefta Rose and Akram, we see it on here. You said about it before, the neutral was too strong. With just, he was just dominating it. How much did that come into effect?
A lot. I mean, Rashid has a lot of really good normals in the neutral, and you could see that Akram wasn't really sure how to approach. So he just threw all caution to the wind and just started using his crazy movement as Laura and trying to get in. I mean, you see there he missed the command grab. Kefta Rose could have punished him and left Laura alive. It's a very, very dangerous thing to do. And of course, in the run back, it happens to go Akram's way. But yeah, I think that he was just scared at first. And once he came into that run back and was like, cool, now I'm going to just play Laura off the bat, you could see that Kefta Rose was very tentative and really didn't want to press any buttons.
Now, Nasir Claw. This guy, he comes out doing stuns into teabags, bit of bad manner there.
Yeah.
Do you think his overconfidence is what kind of could end up costing him it?
Yeah, that has definitely happened before. A lot of people get too overconfident and cocky, and in a game that's so volatile like Street Fighter 5, the damage output is massive. You can't take your foot off the pedal. You really have to just choke your opponent out until he's done, and then you can relax and enjoy yourself. But you let one tiny slip, the momentum can shift, and it's all of a sudden you that's knocked out of the tournament.
Now, obviously, Takamura, he made it in first place through his side of things, but the game against Vegito, actually, Vegito kind of gave him a bit of a run for his money in it.
Yeah.
I feel like that was actually, we were talking about it, Vegito, he's got a family to look after and that side of things, so he's not maybe got as much time to practice, but he's definitely a contender up there. He fought every step of the way, and I think maybe he was underestimated by Takamura at the beginning.
100%, 100%. I think he really did shock us and surprise us, because he didn't do too well in the Gfinity series, and you could really, I mean, he made it to losers final. I think he had to beat the player from Finland. I'm forgetting his name, Shady.
Yes,
he would have had to beat
Nakali.
him. Yeah, so he managed to get all the way to losers final, which was he did very well. I think you can see that he's rusty and doesn't have the practice time. One player that I was actually really surprised was, he came up at the beginning. He was the Alex player. I only know him by his Street Fighter 4 name, which is Godly Fighter. But I think it was
Zappa Lovechild.
Zappa Lovechild, yeah.
We don't see Alex very often.
I know. He's from Brighton, so the Brighton team have come down here. And I used to be up in Brighton, and I played with those guys.
Okay.
Their scene is really strong. They're very young in terms of they haven't got that experience, but you can't sleep on those. So you could see that even that matchup was tough for Takamura. He didn't just breeze through to winners in the winner's side. He had to fight some tough matches.
And that's one thing we're seeing. We're already at just the first stage here today, and it's no such thing as a guaranteed win in this, no matter how good you are, no matter who you are. Now, coming on to the winners final here for Gachikun taking on Ketra Rose. Now, obviously it was a mirror matchup there. I felt like, at times, Gachikun struggled to kind of read what his opponent was doing.
Really?
Which was like, you watch what was happening, and in the end he dominated, but there was a few times where actually he could have gone for it, he could have taken it. I feel like he slipped.
I have to disagree. Just from my opinion, I think it looked like Gachikun was in complete control. And I think he understood the character. It looks like he understood Rashid way better than Kefta Rose has. And Kefta Rose is a really decent Rashid player. You just saw the level. This is why Gachikun is the #1 Rashid. He had all the right answers. Even in neutral, when Kefta Rose, as you saw there, tried to throw out the crouch fierce, he was just spinning mixering him and knew exactly what he wanted to press and when he wanted to press it. Even when Kefta Rose got into the corner, it was, it wasn't like he was in control. Gachikun was still in control of the entire match.
So do you see, is it just coming down to literally world #1 against probably one of the EU best?
He just knows the character. Yeah, he knows the character way more than Kefta Rose.
Now, obviously we saw Akram, he went through in the end, but did you expect it to be him in second place there? On paper, when we looked at it at the beginning? No.
In fact, I thought Zero Q would have been the person to make it out. And even then, when Akram went and faced Kefta Rose again, I mean, people normally say they get the run back. They're able to win, right? So, yes and no. It was quite sloppy the first time they fought. But yeah, it was really good to see Akram really hone what had happened in that first matchup when he fought him, and then just lured him completely out of the tournament.
And then obviously we've got Takamura and Nassim Claw. They've made it through on their side of things. All of these 4 players will go through to the top 32 players here.
Yeah.
So now we're going to look at Pool B and what we've got in front of us here. And some of these names are literally world class, where we've got Ryan Hart up in there. We've got Shifrooken playing in there. We're seeing some games already that are going to be top across the board.
Yeah, you've got some pretty tasty ones.
Now, who are maybe the underdogs to watch out for? Because I think this isn't going to be as easy as we always seem to think with this.
No, I think Nightcross and Curt JC in Pool B1 are the underdogs that I think could cause upsets. In Pool B2, I mean, XL Hurricane is known across Europe, but maybe our American friends and people across the world might not know of him, but he is a killer. He just can't, unfortunately, travel to tournaments. He has to stay within the UK. He needs to get his passport sorted out, but him versus Goichi, if that happens, I definitely want to see that on stream, because there's no reason why he can't make it out in winners.
Now, obviously on the other side of it, we've got Broski in there, who's a young talent, kind of came up, obviously through the Gfinity Elite Series side of things, and he was actually someone we've definitely got to look out for. We've also got Gino in there. On this side of things,
Bocky.
I can't read, even with a glass, I can't read from there. So looking at these two, give us some predictions before we wrap this up. Who do you think is going to make it through on each side? I know it's not easy. I'm putting this on you.
Okay, I say Prodigal Son makes it out in winners of B1. I say Nightcross makes it out in losers. In B2, I say I've got a root for my homeboy. I say Hurricane makes it out in winners and Goichi makes it out in losers.
Okay. So you think Hurricane's going to go all the way for it?
I've got to give it to him, yeah.
Let's see how it happens. Let's see where it's going to go. We're going to go over once again to our commentators. This time around, it's going to be F-Word and Logan Summer on the desk. Take it away, guys.
Yep. Yo. Well, we can update you because pools B1 and B2 are in progress.
They are in flow.
I'm sorry to tell you, Sengan, that Ryan Hart has lost 2-1 to Curt JC. In winners semi-finals.
Sorry, Sengan shouldn't do predictions, right? It's not his strong point. No, definitely one of his weaknesses there. Yeah.
But next up we have Shifrooken and Nightcross. So Nightcross newly sponsored.
Yes. Congratulations, Nightcross. Going to be seeing this guy in London a lot, I assume, right?
Team Epsilon, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
I think it was,
very solid
alongside Link Excello.
Yes.
Who's
very
impressive
pick up there from Epsilon.
But yeah, he has been a very active Dalsim player across Europe. Not a lot of them around, but certainly one of the notable ones. Shifrooken is a guy that obviously is very active within the UK, and we'd expect to see him at an event like this.
Yep.
Doesn't often get the opportunity to travel, but when he did, he went obviously to UFA, got that great result against Goichi.
Yeah, he does have a Goichi head on his trophy cabinet. So, you know, this kid, when he gets going, he can give anyone trouble.
Opens up with an overhead straight away within seconds, 10 seconds.
Things Laura's do, man. Things Laura's do.
So we're going to see a lot of teleports from Nightcross.
It's actually not a bad strategy, Logan, because it actually counter hits limbs as well.
Yep.
Gets all the momentum started for Zangief.
It was a crush countering overhead. Well,
great start from Nightcross though. Hasn't even taken a hit. Not even chip damage.
Shifrooken's got the V trigger there.
There's one thing about Nightcross. You see, there it is. One thing he always does, no matter what the lead is, he'll always teleport in at some point. You just kind of go, here it is.
Nice.
It's just his style of play.
Catches the backdash.
Look at the chunks that he lost for that. This round is over already.
Oh, he goes for the reset. God. Laura things.
That was one wrong guess to death.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Great play from Shifrooken. Just biding his time, taking loads of hits and damage from Nightcross, but knowing he only needs a chance like that.
I can't believe how often that overhead hits everybody still, because it's a slow overhead, but it's obviously the variety of options she has at that range that you have to think about.
She's so mobile.
Yeah.
You know? And she covers a lot of ground with her command, with her V-skill dash.
Yes.
You know, it's just so scary that she can get in your face that quickly. So people are looking out for that. Suddenly she's in the air and they're just backdashing or something, they get clipped, and that's it.
Of course, they're looking to react to the fireball start up as well. So many things.
So many things.
Jump light kick. Shifrooken incessant in his advance here.
This is his strategy.
And another one.
He's not going to change it. Oh yeah, that was unfortunate for Dalsim. The start up for the V-reversal was already visible. Shifrooken just punish on reaction. Oh, bad slide.
And again.
It's the repeat of round one. Oh my god, everything was going so well for Nightcross.
EGX command grab there.
Nice V-reversal. Nice V-reversal. Don't teleport in. Don't teleport in. Oh, I said that. He can't resist.
At least he covered himself with the Yoga Flame.
True. He might have been right to do it. He's tied things up there. He's going to do it again, isn't he?
He needs to put something out.
He's just waiting for that teleport now. He's just waiting for it. Nightcross trademark, boy.
I like putting those full screen Yoga Flames
out. Oh! That was sick.
Almost got it, and he's away as well.
Has a corner. Oh, bad bet.
Good punish. He closes it out. Nice solid stuff. Shifrooken with the shape up there as well. Made the effort.
That was more. I didn't see it. Oh, he's got a little line for his hair this time. I saw him earlier. I think he's meeting up with some ladies later, innit? Might get that Tinder account active, boy.
I really like the use of the teleport just to bait the overhead out as well in that round.
Man, he gets away with another teleport behind. Shifrooken getting frustrated. Goes in, no punish. Really should have punished there. Would have been able to reset and continue the momentum, but now that one mistake puts him in a corner as well.
Yeah, medium kicks are coming out. Fights his way out of the corner. V reversal doesn't stop that starting up.
Yeah, nice wake up jab there just to stop the momentum. Oh my god, he's everywhere. Shifrooken really struggling to deal with this teleport spam. Oh!
Goes to the tried and tested, mate.
What did he go for there?
I don't know, he got crush countered it out of something.
Corner?
I don't know if it was a...
Surely you either V-reversal or do nothing against Laura. What? What? Okay, that's a mistake, isn't it?
Hey!
Woo!
Well, that's 1-0 to Shifrooken anyway.
1-0 Shifrooken. Doesn't really make a difference at all. Let's get those rounds sorted, guys.
That's itchy fingers setting it up.
I feel like a small adjustment here, Logan. Strategy-wise, Nightcross is playing the right game. Just a small adjustment in his choices.
I feel like his defensive options when Shifrooken is in on him are a bit too panicky.
Yeah.
He's getting crush counted on the backdash a lot.
He's never doing nothing.
No.
Which is understandable because Laura is the kind of character that forces you to make a decision.
When she's not in V-trigger, that command, the fear of the command throw should be a lot less. So to do nothing before she's in V-trigger, I think is definitely a better option when you're giving out so much free damage. Especially as a 950 character as well, it all adds up.
See Goichi in the front row taking notes there. Remembering this is the Laura that beat him at UFA. He's got a new character for you now, though.
Yeah, he's using Ibuki then?
He picked Chun, actually.
He picked Chun.
He picked Chun-Li at that time. Ibuki was still very new.
Yeah.
For him.
Round 1. Fight.
So here we go. 1-0 lead.
Had the pleasure of watching Goichi's and that training with Mago earlier. My goodness.
I think Mago's in the next round of pools as well, so we've got him to look forward to.
Oh, sweet. That should be fun.
More teleport madness, and he's keeping that full screen.
We've seen this movie before. It starts so great again from Nightcross, just decides to go in again.
Yes. Oh, the side switch and the command grab reset. He needs one more touch.
Nightcross, I feel like you're so close to playing the right way. Just killed himself. He literally killed himself. I've got a huge life lead and Laura really needs to get close to me. What do I do now?
I'll put myself behind you.
Yes. I'll go right in front of her. Just not the right choice.
Now use it. See?
Exactly. Protect it, right? It's not like Laura. I mean, that fireball stays on the screen whether you get hit or not.
And again, he's active. He's very active.
Gets away with it this time, though. This is match point. Shifrooken.
That time it paid off for him.
I tell you what. Shifrooken just not expecting
live or
it.
die by the sword.
Right?
Well, he should be expecting it, but he just doesn't know when it's going to come.
He mixes it up well, Nightcross. Got to give him that. All these teleports in the same position just make you second guess. Oh, mistake. Oh, there's the cross counter we spoke about, and he gets
nice juggle.
He's in there now. Can finish this off.
The V reversal again was already out. He was really early with that.
Oh my days, that trade, and he's dead. Did you see the trade, Logan? Are you serious? He jabbed the overhead out of the air. The overhead got so much hit stun that she landed, and he was still in hit stun. And he got a combo off it. Wow, that was disgusting. Shifrooken obviously knows his stuff. I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. I don't think I've seen that in any game. I've never seen, apart from Marvel, a guy gets hit in a trade, pops up into the sky, lands,
and
recovers, and his opponent is still in hit stun. And manages to come. I've never seen that in a Street Fighter game. That's crazy.
That's like Wolverine dive kicks. Counter hit Wolverine dive kicks.
Plus 15,000, boy.
Oh, I can combo you still.
Oh, wow.
Who we got up next? I think it is the man himself, Hurricane, the legend of, alongside. I know one of your idols, a man that model your playstyle after, Hiroko.
Oh my God.
One of your cosplay idols as well, I think.
Oh man, the best cosplay in Europe, no doubt.
Is he
wearing a cosplay today? Has he got the cosplay?
Has he got the mask?
Let's see Hiroko's cosplay.
They didn't care about him before he put the mask on.
No, he's much more relevant now. Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing him the other night. Actually, he beat me.
You're an online monster now, right?
Yeah, I get on every now and then. Twice a week these days, not once a week. Twice a week, few hours. You know.
You'll be a master in no time.
Yeah. Well, no. They keep on matching me with really low ranked people who are very high ranked and just restarting their accounts.
Or they're probably like, they've just tried out Manat for like 2 weeks and lost 10,000
yeah,
points.
Exactly, yeah. So I keep on getting matched. I've got like 23,000. I keep getting matched with people with 5,000. I lose like 200 points.
700 points down the drain.
And I've got too much pride. I always hit rematch whether I win or lose. I don't know why. Why do I rematch these guys?
Because you just want to play.
The traders, yeah, it takes ages to get a match.
Play and learn.
Yeah. Well, I'll never get past the 23,000 at this rate. Hiroko, teach me, son. I'm playing the game all wrong. Where's the mask? Where's the mask, Hiroko?
Where is the mask?
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it comes. There it comes.
He's bringing it on. Let's see him.
He drops the bomb on the floor and transforms. There you go. Best cosplay in the history of the FGC. Hiroko with his Ibuki cosplay. It's the best.
Of course, Hurricane coming off the back of a great performance at the Gfinity Elite Series, repping his team XL.
This guy would definitely be in the run-ins to qualify for CPT, for me, in my opinion, if he had got out of the country. Of course, it's not his fault. He's not been able to get out outside of the UK. Where he has been present, he's been formidable. So, you know, it's a shame. But we're treated to having him here, at least for this tournament, Logan.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Sengan did make a good point. I think the Americans aren't too familiar with who Hurricane is. He has a great record online against a lot of Americans who I will not name and shame right now. But the Asian players know who Hurricane is.
Oh.
That tells you a lot, you know? They're familiar with the style. I mean, everyone remembers that very clutch match he had last year with the Chun-Li. I always forget the Chun-Li's name.
Was it Nuki?
Nuki, thank you. Very close. Match point both players. And, you know, they just weren't expecting that kind of threat so early in the bracket. But that's the player Hurricane is. He's capable of beating anyone. Very serious, you know, when he plays. He has a very fast pace. Your best advice into beating Hurricane is to try and slow him down somehow. You can slow down that rapid style he has. You have a chance.
It's so difficult to put Hurricane off of his stride, though. Like, he's so comfortable playing. I've never seen anyone that can just literally sit down, pick up a pad, and it looks like he's just been warming up for 4 hours.
Yeah, he's got the most deadly muscle memory in the scene, in my opinion, honestly. The guy will pick up and play, like you just said, the next day, having not played for a week, and he'll just look like he's been playing all day within the first minute. Very frustrating to play against that as well, you know, when you're like, okay, it's early in the day, let's and this guy's just running all over you.
We should see how this one goes. Yeah, I mean, Hiroko's definitely got a couple of results under his belt recently.
Yeah, he's victory against Ryan Hart earlier on in Belgium, I believe. He's taken place. It took Phenom to the wire.
Yep.
Just last month. Match point both players, that one.
That mustard alt costume that Hurricane likes so much.
See what Hiroko can do about this. Medium kick spam, so dangerous to challenge because Hurricane will throw a fierce punch in every now and then, and that just seems to, even though she's negative, that fierce punch just catches whatever you press.
We'll see how Hurricane deals with the matchup now after that experience that he had against Xian, obviously.
That was, oh man.
Versus fighting.
Completely steamrolled Xian for the first 2 matches, and then
great adaptamentation.
Fantastic comeback from Xian.
Some great crouching medium punching to EXP, nice skills. And he's in the corner already, giving up his turn.
Oh my god.
That beautiful air throw.
This is a beatdown. This is brutal right now. Hiroko not allowed to get going. This is the kind of tempo we spoke about when it comes to Hurricane. Backs away. Nice opening.
There we go.
What side would it be? Will he mash out the DP? Oh, that was too obvious.
Sensible blocks.
Plus
nice, that V skill. Sorry, V reversal out of the corner. He only needs
gonna
one
get
more
bomb here.
touch.
Gonna reset.
He's got the reset
No,
here in the
go
corner.
For full combo. There's the reset. Nice. Beautiful.
Oh,
what
the
a play
shimmy
from Hiroko. Just when it looked like Hurricane was going to run away with it. That is Ibuki though, isn't it, Logan? That is her, man. She gets these openings. You make them count. You're back in. 1 round apiece.
I liked how he sort of backed off a little bit as well. He gave him a little bit of time and delayed that. It looked like a throw bait, but it was definitely more of a delayed button looking for the reversal. We all know Hurricane will let them fly, but Hurricane's been playing very respectfully this first game.
Wow. Man, these guys are going all over the place right now. Brave command dash from Hiroko doesn't come off. Nice tech. Tries to get out of the corner. Nice interruption. Oh, it's going to connect. Hurricane bet everything on that. I think he was just trying to get out of the corner, but happened to hit. Got all the resources to win this. Cammy does not have the health bar. He's taking the Ibuki mix up right now. The block. Nice reversal. Oh, he gets hit.
Uh-oh. You get one guess.
Doesn't have an EX bar.
Oh, it's in front.
What a moment.
Outplayed.
Hiroko completely dominated that whole set. Let's be honest. But fantastic use of V-Trigger. Brings him back into it. Very impressive play there. I mean, Hurricane,
Hurricane, look, you can see him shaking his head there. He's
you
not
have to respect
happy with
Ibuki, man. You have to respect the deadliness that she is.
You definitely need to be looking for her activations. Stay out of the range of that crouching medium punch. You know it's coming.
And that actually came off of a V-reversal hit.
Yeah.
Which Cammy is not negative, so why he got hit by that medium punch afterwards, I do not know. Hiroko looking much more comfortable now as well. Lovely delay.
Back in the corner. No, just a forward throw.
Yeah, would have been a good throw back in the corner. That's the second one. Hurricane not converting. And gets opened up again. This could be the end if he gets reset here. Has to block right.
Oh, doesn't need to block that time.
He does bet the farm, Hurricane. He's known to do it.
Round 2.
Hiroko wasn't ready. Man, that would have been horrible if that had been blocked.
Definitely don't want to be looking at a set point. No way. Here we go. Of course, these sets are 2 out of 3.
Wow, the V skill in the middle of the string there. She does reel back a little bit. Oh, commits. No punish though. Okay, not himself right now. Hiroko ready to punish too. Vicious command grab. Command dash gets punished.
Nice back medium punch. Anti-air covers the head.
Thought she was going to go behind, but stayed in front. Wake up buttons again from Hiroko. Didn't convert off the crouch.
Hurricane's leaving way too many gaps, being way too respectful of his pressure. This is definitely not like him.
That was a beautiful bait. That was sick. To make that string completely true, you put a gap in the target combo. Hurricane knew that, went for the critical art, but Hiroko cleverly didn't even go for the target combo. These guys have definitely played before. Match point, Hiroko. Nice trap. It's an opening here.
And again, wake up buttons.
Alright, he's going to get a conversion here.
Hurricane's still putting big gaps in his strings.
Yeah, he needs to keep that tight because that V-trigger, we've seen how deadly Hiroko is with it. Right now, everything should be frame tight. If you don't want to, I mean, Cammy can't take those hits. Nice command dash underneath. Gets in there. Behind.
Oh, that was horrible.
This is the situation. Hurricane big jump. It's gonna get stuck. Not gonna survive. Hiroko's gonna take it. What a result!
What a sequence of events.
Fantastic play from Hiroko with the classic Ibuki
How can you
V-trigger
say
setup.
that with a straight face?
Real skill. Real skill. I mean, to be fair, not making excuses here, but come on.
That sorry.
Hurricane knows.
I'll give him the respect.
If you land the jump EX kunai and you block it, she's likely, high level Ibukis are likely to command us behind. He knows that. But he didn't block it, and that was the end of that.
It was mad ambiguous. To be honest with you,
it's not ambiguous. It stays in front, bro. I mean, it goes behind.
Yeah.
I have to defend my character, okay? Hey, Hiroko, real skill.
The slight walk as well on the resets was really, really nice. They were definitely unseeable.
Sorry, Sengan is now looking at me, shaking his head. Listen, Sengan, I don't care what you say, man. Outplayed, man. That was beautiful play from Hiroko. You know, read his opponent on wake up, saw everything Hurricane was going to do, knew to command us behind, you know, could have commanded us in front.
Hurricane unfortunately moves to loser's bracket.
He's actually even more deadly in that situation, to be honest. Great play from Hiroko. Marching on.
So we've got winners final of bracket B1 coming up next.
Ooh, who's that?
It's Curt JC and Shifrooken. So obviously just saw Shifrooken.
Curt JC, my online buddy, man. I probably play this guy online more than anyone else. I'm really impressed that he's actually sent Reinhardt to losers bracket on his journey here. I know Ryan's not so much a full-time SF5 player, but he's a very competent SF5 player.
He will always be a competent Street Fighter player.
That's it, right? He's Reinhardt. Great play from Curt JC. And he's going up against Shifrooken, like you mentioned, who's had a great year, I think.
So tell us a little bit about Curt JC, seeing as you play it.
Curt JC is the only player I play who, after I do stand light kick with Ibuki, presses a button. Everyone should be pressing buttons after stand light kick. She's zero. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no momentum. The momentum's gone. But this guy, like, so that tells me, because I only play him with Ibuki, so it's hard to tell how good he is outside of that because I don't see him play. That tells me that he's a very, very good, he pays a lot of attention to his frames.
Yes.
You know? And he knows when it's his turn, and he takes advantage of that.
I think the players are stepping up onto the stage now.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Shifrooken having a little bit of trouble.
Look at that fresh trim boy meeting up with the wifey later. With a wifey later? No, not wifey, just a side piece. Look at that hair, freshly done. Look at this guy. Ready for the ting, boy?
No, babes, it's not like that.
And there's his boy Curt JC, the Nikali player, on a run right now this weekend. Looking to continue.
So this is winners final of the pool. Let me have a quick look in the losers bracket.
Yeah, how's Ryan doing in there?
Ryan is still in losers. He's in losers semi-final. He's going to be playing the winner of Nightcross and Flame, which is currently undergoing off-stream. So I'm sure we'll see that at some point later on. But now it's all about Curt JC and Shifrooken.
Curt JC with a dictator choice. I like that.
It's not locked into that though.
Well, that's who he was using in Gfinity, right?
Okay.
I believe, yeah.
You did call him an Akali earlier, so.
I played in Akali online, but yeah, actually, I think it makes sense.
Not a matchup that I hear Bison speak highly of,
you
though.
probably want to go with it. If you've got another character, you probably want to go with another character for this one. See how this one goes. Shifrooken, I mean, he's very open and honest about certain matchups. He says, "Oh look, this guy plays Laura. This guy plays Dictator. This guy plays Claw," and he celebrates in advance. He's happy because, you know, if you're a Laura player, you got these characters who don't deal too well with oppression.
Well, if he has got a Nikali, he's not going to be using it because he's locked in with Bison. So it'll be an interesting one. Obviously,
cosplay 6.
It's very difficult for
Round 1.
Bison to get her off.
That's
he has
problem,
got the free
right?
frame now, which does make a big difference.
Gives him a fighting chance.
Especially with the change in elbow frames, but...
Started around with an anti-air stand jab. Not something I'd recommend doing too often as Dictator.
Crouch jab, yes. Stand jab, no.
Crouch jab, yes. Shifrooken gets the party started. Sunset wheels.
Of course, Shifrooken will definitely have experience from playing against one of the best Bisons in the world, Problem X.
man, he's just going in right now.
Oh, and another. He's been rinsing that command grab reset. Oh, the blocked overhead though. Activates. Here we go.
Big bet.
What side? Stays in front. No dash comes.
Nice patient block there from Shifrooken.
But JC just biding his time as that grey life rebuilds.
Oh,
the crush counter!
Damage. Next bet. Good blocks.
Nice blocks again.
Surprised he didn't V reversal any of that.
Minus 2. That was
That's why.
questionable.
That head thump was a bit of a bet. I think he's expecting her to be spamming that stand medium kick, but Shifrooken a lot more patient than other Lauras. I think that's
at that range, surely you can go for Devil's Reverse or even just a normal head stop. Because the normal head stop plus in V-trigger. So. Oh, nice use of the armor frames on the EX shoulder. Another command grab. He's identifying that no one's holding up against him. They're backdashing, they're trying to jump out, they're pressing buttons, but no one's jumping out of these command grabs, and they're all coming off for him. And another one! Shifrooken smells blood. Nice interruption. Has to activate. Back throw into the corner. Down forward hard punch. He does a quick right.
Oh, what are you pressing buttons
for? The glass shatters though. Big damage, big stun. Oh, nice tech. Brave tech.
Plus again.
Stealing frames in the corner. We're used to that. Look at that grey life coming off. Oh, and of course the command grab closes it out.
Very well dealt with there, Shifrooken. One tap away from death for about 10 seconds there.
Yeah.
But at no point did he look worried or panicked at all. Just stuck to his decisions.
He's been through all of that, all of those sequences. You know, we've been rinsed by a problem with that, and that's a great player to have that experience against, because he will punish you for bad decisions.
That's it.
He'll definitely make you know when you can and cannot press and when you have to make the risk.
You've really got to live and die by your decisions in this game, and I think that's the problem for some players making that adaptation.
Especially the Street Fighter 4 sort of, you know, debutantes, where their only experience is that sort of OS heavy. I can cover all the options with this kind of play.
Had to have been willing to give up that round, and now he's in a great position off the back of that choice. 1-0 up here against Curt.
Another one. Curt is just taking every single command grab. I think I've counted about 7, and not a single one has been jumped out of.
Or even just the backdash, but he's been cross counter for trying to backdash
the backdash, that's what I was saying, just jump. You know?
Great round there. Oh, missed his meaty though.
Back throw in the corner.
All that momentum goes, and now it's Laura. Meaty overhead.
He gets the medium, big damage and the stun.
So scary. Lots of scaling here though. Will survive. Reset into overhead. Into
what
jump!
Finally! And he activates. Here we go. Dashes through. Wastes the bar as well. Now this is a very good situation for Curt JC.
Ooh! That negative frames though, like you said.
I was just going to say, she didn't have the bar to start.
It's not the best situation to be put in. Do that EX headstone. Great play there from Shifrooken. Curt JC will drop into the losers bracket. Very possible he'll be having a rematch with Ryan Hart later.
So congratulations to Shifrooken. Moves out of his bracket in winners. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, great play there. He was a bit worried today, and he said I think he told me if he gets through winners side, he plays, is it Mago or something? Let me not quote that. We'll see in a sec. But it was one of the Japanese players that he'll be up against.
It might be Goichi. He's in B2. So.
Okay. That'll be a nice little rematch, isn't it, from earlier in the year?
In losers, I think happening, we have Prodigal Son, Ryan Hart, and Nightcross.
Okay.
So that'll be an interesting one. But next up, we have the winners' final from the next bracket. And you're going to be doing most of the talking, and I'm going to be doing a lot of listening, because I still need to learn exactly.
Listen, man, I've watched hours and hours of this guy play, but that doesn't mean I know what the hell's going on, man.
Goichi stepping up with his Manats, which he's been taking around the world, and being incredibly impressive. To get a top 8 in a stacked tournament as he did very recently, Manila Cup, I think,
yes,
right?
Yes, it was, yeah. And that was a freaking stacked tournament.
That was very close to being premier quality in terms of
I think in terms of player presence,
yes,
pretty
exactly.
much, yeah.
He's going up against Gino De Campo.
Yeah, Gino from the UK representing Zetin. Is he still an Epsilon player, Gino?
I haven't seen Endpoint. It's Team Endpoint, not Epsilon.
It was always Endpoint, wasn't it?
Endpoint,
He's still an Endpoint player as well. Looks like a new jersey for those guys.
Yeah. Shout out to the esports jerseys. I've seen a lot of new ones unveiled today.
Yeah, big up Team Endpoint, man. They had a great run in the Gfinity
Season
series.
2 nearly upon us in the Gfinity Elite Series, so look out for that, of course. But yes, Gino De Campo, man, who's definitely not short in confidence and not short in setups as well.
Tell me, has this guy made the switch to Ibuki, or is it still Laura?
I've got no idea.
Gino, who
is
you
it
playing
Laura?
tonight?
Huh?
I'd love to know who he's playing for this one.
I could have heard you. Okay.
What did he say?
He said because of Goichi's matchup experience, he's going to be going for Laura.
Okay.
Which is fair enough, because he has definitely played the very best Ibukis in the world. Whereas if you look at the Laura experience of the average Japanese player, it's not very high.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't respect or credit Laura as much as other regions do.
What's the name of the... There's like one Japanese Laura. I think it's like Michioshi.
No, the only Laura I know in the Asian area is Wei Li, man. Wei Li.
Well,
Legit Laura's, boy. Top 26
Chinese
at Evo.
Laura.
Top 26 at Evo. Knocked me out, boy. I was on a run and I got knocked out by some unknown Laura. And he knew who I was. F1? Good game.
Sick.
Then proceeded to destroy me round after round. Gino the Campo going up against Goichi here. Goichi, yeah, so what some of the things I have noticed with certain characters is a lot of these long distance normals that she has do carry a hurt box with them on their startup. Doesn't look like it, but she's very similar to Dalsim, not as easy to punish as Dalsim, in the fact that you can cross counter some of these, especially some of these normals as they're coming out. And loads of people have been working on the positional specifics to make that happen. I've seen it MOV specifically with the back hard punch, stuffing the crap out of a lot of those Manat buttons. So, you know, I'm not sure if Laura's got anything like that that can slow down that Manat pressure. But you know what? At the end of the day, I like the choice of Laura because you don't need to know the matchup always. We saw Afi completely destroy XYZZY at Evo before XYZZY.
I mean, that's the thing with Laura. Bad matchups, you know, standing medium kick, doesn't care about bad matchups.
Still the same thing, yeah. You're still the same character. That's it.
It'll be about keeping Gino out for Goichi, and Goichi's definitely going to be well versed in that with this character. You have to work very hard. Again, very similar, very reminiscent to Dalsim about selecting the right options at the right ranges, but not taking too many risks. Jumpable normals and that sort of stuff.
Don't be surprised if Goichi employs a rush down strategy here, because some of that dive kick pressure he does, if you haven't played them in that at a high level like him, which is very unlikely at the moment, you're not going to know when you're plus or negative. And I've seen so many people getting hit by that stuff with Goichi, even in the highest level, even at Manila Cup. When he was doing a dive kick, it's not like Cammy's. It can be just above your, at your hip. It's still plus. And she does that light kick afterwards and gets some great conversion. So Gino's got to be careful. He's thinking about Ibuki after all. It's not going to be Laura. Gino caught in two minds here. Haven't seen his Ibuki since Gfinity.
Did he swerve us all?
Let's hope it's improved a great deal since the last time we saw it.
I think he might be waiting.
I draw a smile from Gino there. He knows. He knows we need a super strong UK Ibuki. Could he be the guy? Oh my God, he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it.
No, he's not.
But they play Ibuki so much. I mean, the Japanese genuinely fear and respect Ibuki. I was playing a match just moments ago, look, and next to me was Mago losing 5-0 to Leo in casuals, looking very annoyed at that Laura trash. Didn't say a word to Leo about the trash that Leo was doing.
Yeah.
Saw me do an EX kunai mix-up against some anybody guy and was like, dumb character. I was like, what? Matt, what about that character? He's like, no, Ibuki worse. Like, so they fear and respect the hell out of Ibuki.
They know the power of Ibuki. I mean, the big difference, of course, is that Ibuki has very, very legit defensive tools as well.
Very true.
Which is one of these. We discussed this at the very start of season 2. We're like, why are they not picking up Laura? They're all, a lot of these players, they're all, and we said she's got the 3-frame and she's got that EX reversal. You know,
it's all about control, isn't it? Yeah. And it opens up the mind games when you have those things, right?
It makes your opponent have to second guess themselves on their offense. Whereas, you know, with Laura, it's just about, am I going to time this meaty or
That's
not?
it. Yeah, if you get hit by a Laura like punch, you mistimed it. You didn't read it right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whereas with Ibuki and Co, those guys with the DPs,
you have to think about the DP. Yeah.
Very, very.
Well, these guys are playing Dancing with the Stars on the select screen. I don't know what the hell's going on, but hopefully Mark can put Gino in a headlock and get him to select a character, because we've been looking at this for far too long.
Oh wow! For a blind pick.
They're going for a blind pick. Okay, let's just do it. I'm all for that.
All right.
Just to get games on the stream.
Let's go. Goichi covers his mouth and gives the pick to Mark. He's got Alex there.
Yeah, he's definitely not picking Alex.
Why is a blind pick necessary here? Is Ibuki a character to avoid? I mean, he picked Ibuki and he picked Menat for Ibuki and Manila Cup. Yeah, he's gone Menat.
I think he might have gone for Ibuki if he'd have known he was going to pick Laura. That's all.
I get it. I get it. That has worked out for Gino then, if that's the blind pick we've gone with.
That's what he was going for. So interesting strategy from Gino that did work, of course. Got in the matchup that he was after. Here we go.
Fight.
Gino de Campo
Castle
versus
opens
Goichi.
up straight away with the all.
Oh, had a good jump in there.
Let's see
That medium
how
punch, one of the most frustrating buttons to play against. Use that jab.
punishable by a lot though, right?
Yeah, if you've got critical arts, fast movement. Oh, that was a bit high. You see? Did you see the counter hit there? The range? That's what I'm talking about. That stamina kick might be the answer.
Trade on the anti-air. That one wasn't plus. There's no way that was plus. Here we go.
Oh, the fake cross up. Big damage coming. Will she get critical art in time? Yes, she will. He's not going to spend it. He will.
Closes the round out because you don't ever want to look at the resources that Laura's got. That's literally one standing medium kick into an EX command grab.
Spot on, Logan. Kill that girl dead. Make sure. Goichi not messing around.
And Goichi was hitting those combos which are notoriously difficult to do from like week 2 in tournament under pressure. Oh wow, just hitting straight out. I love that. Using the orb to hit it straight out of the startup of the fireball. He's happy. He seems happy to take that trade with the anti-air. The pushback on the trade means that there's not a lot to worry about when Laura lands. She's not in any sort of range of threat.
Oh, didn't get the timing right. He timed that perfectly. He should be wake up normal. The fake cross-up gets blocked this time. Better defense from Gino, but gets hit by the overhead. And of course, no view reversal to get out of this pressure. Survives. Open up. Oh, so good. The dive kick was a bit high.
I love the fact that he identified immediately that Gino was just down backing.
Yeah.
Immediately, and then straight away went for the overhead.
This is what I mean, Logan. You spend so much time figuring out how to get in on her, but you've got to remember that Goichi can just switch it up and rush you down.
Dude, her damage output in V-Trigger is very significant.
And her resets are almost unseeable. Honestly, they're so good.
Round 1.
Almost to the point where you might as well, if you've got no Menat experience, just commit.
Yeah.
So that blocking an instant overhead or blocking the instant, just commit. Nicely spaced.
That was lovely.
Nice get in there from Gino. Just mashing backdash though. Needs to stick a fierce punch in his strings to try and punish that backdash.
Yeah. Gino's going to have to pay attention to that.
Wow, anti-air heavy kick this time. Alright, nice opening for Gino. Can he make this count? Oh, bet everything on him. Oh, the count hit again. Good jump in.
Nice jump in though. There
One
we
grab.
go.
There you go. It's Laura.
Should be able to close it out.
You've got every chance in the world. MOV nodding and smiling there in the crowd. I think even he acknowledges you're always in big danger.
Stylish footwear he's wearing there as well. He's got the Crocs on.
Oh, always. Stylish guy, I must say.
The preferred footwear of the Japanese professional player.
Oh, didn't respect the returning orb. You have to respect that.
You definitely have to be aware. And that's the interesting thing about learning the Menat matchup is that it's these new mechanics that you don't really have to think about against other characters.
Yeah. She's a very unique character. I love her design, by the way. There it comes again. Gets the juggle this time. Very nicely spaced dive kick. Good jump, though.
Great neutral jump, and that's big damage. Stays in front.
Laura time. Oh, my days. This is what I'm saying. It only takes a couple of guesses.
Still alive.
Oh, still in it. Gino hasn't finished his plate. Oh, great use of the normal fireball. Ties it up very quickly now at 1 apiece.
Gino levels it up and takes a nice sizable swig of the magic elixir there.
This is the thing about Menat. You know, this is why, I mean, a character with limited defensive options, you have to look out for. Is Goichi going to make a change? That looked horrible once she got going. He just guessed wrong 3 times and he was dead. Will we see Ibuki here? Maybe even Chun-Li.
Straight to Ibuki. Straight
Massive
into
respect
Ibuki.
to Gino there. He's earned the respect of Goichi. Has to swap from the Menat. You have to assume Gino knows a fair bit about Ibuki. He's training up his Ibuki to be his main at the moment.
Yeah, he'll definitely have a good knowledge of the capabilities, at least, of the character. but having matchup experience is very different from knowing, you know, the numbers.
Yeah. Man, that loss was so quick. And I can't even single out. Oh, that was disgusting. Didn't get the combo though. Great start for Gino.
Nice interruption. Can't dash up after that anymore.
I say just keep it tight until you see otherwise. Give him a reason not to press buttons on wake up there.
Nice interruption with standing light kick.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Is that punishable?
No, -2. The kunai makes it safe. But that fierce punch is very negative. Great pressure here from Gino. Delayed throw, gets out of it. Gino looking to get in here, but that's the V-trigger. Nice conversion. EX, what side? Stayed in front, good block.
Nice block.
Very tight now.
V-trigger all gone for
Gets in there.
Gino,
Good
but gets
opening.
clipped with a frame trap.
And
another one in front.
Wow. Goichi in big trouble here. Gino moves into match point.
Big deep breaths there from Goichi, and he opens up with an air EX kunai.
That's such a sick
Not
choice.
respecting the frames.
It's an opening though. Oh, didn't backdash this time. Gino's picked up on those backdashes, started sticking the fist. Same frame trap again. Oh, that's the option he doesn't have with Menhat.
Gino has had so much success off the same option.
Right? Oh, gets opened up though. Really should have blocked that in the corner. Can Goichi close this out? Oh, good neutral jump, almost punished. In front,
Oh, nice in the air.
Just needs one hit. Laura's still very much in this. Oh, big opening.
No, he wasn't able to get the hard kick.
Nice reversal. Jumps in, trade. Gino's gonna take it.
Oh,
No, he drops it. Oh my days.
He's gonna play keepy uppies.
Oh, he's got it. Beautiful
Catches
comeback.
him walking forwards. Gino. Let's see if he can maintain his composure though.
Oh, what a
After that
moment. That was it, Logan. I can't believe he dropped that.
Just needed the shoulder and that would win the round.
Oh, and it's Goichi who goes in now.
Momentum is with him. It's set point. Both players. Crush counter. There we go.
Oh,
Finally the
first one
command
we've seen in a
game
while, right?
comes out, and it was a great time to do it as well.
Goichi absolutely frightened in these situations. Can't get hit here. What a reversal. That would have been the end. Gino in pole position to close out here, but that V-trigger is stocked. Jumps in. Backdashes out again. Oh, he's going to get a command grab. He's going to take it.
Gino takes it.
has taken Goichi into the loser's bracket. What a result. Fantastic play from Gino. Got to be one of his best performances to date. Logan, did you see that coming?
Goichi's European losing streak against Laura's continues.
Got to be a bogey character for him. And again, like we say, the lack of respect for the character from the Japanese, they really need to start fearing this character. She can do stuff like that to you in the heat of a moment.
The thing with Laura is she's not that character that goes all the way and wins the tournament, but boy, as so many players saw at EVO, she's that hurdle that anyone can trip over at any time. She's the gatekeeper of the tournament, man.
And I don't disagree with the Japanese tier list to the point of which I think a character like Ibuki is weaker than Laura. No. I think Ibuki is definitely a more solid, stronger character than Laura. It's just when you're talking...
everyone else in the whole game.
Well, I don't know about that, mate. Yeah, you know, top 10? Maybe top 10? Top 3? I don't know. All right, I've started seeing the truth with Ibuki. I know she's like top 3 easily.
It's all good.
But outside of that, what really scares me about the guys that like Laura and Boxer is... it's the cheapness. You know, it's just frightening.
Dude, it's the fact that they can win a round in 3 seconds.
That's it. It's rapid. It's 1 or 2 guesses and you're dead.
I would say Boxer, at least you can train yourself to react because it's a high-low. You can train yourself to react to the overhead. It's possible. Laura and Ibuki are characters that put you in situations
I've offended Shoyu Sengan. He's a boxer player, of course.
Laura and Ibuki are characters that literally put you in 50-50s.
Yeah, yeah.
Very similar. Very similar to the situation that we saw with Miku in Season 1, where it was she could put you in the corner like that, and then it's time to guess. Forward hard punch, guess for the game. Laura, the damage output, the stun output,
that's it.
The comeback potential
the damage
is
as well.
Crazy. And as we saw, you know, Goichi used that critical art in the early game. Very, very sensible to do because all the resources were there for that big comeback. He closed the round out. But there was a number of times when those comebacks were there. And Gino didn't really mix up what he was doing. He was just going for what was working.
And I like that. I like the fact that he saw it's working. Why change
worked.
it?
He wasn't. I mean, we saw Shifrooken playing really command grab heavy style Laura. Gino wasn't taking those risks with his Laura at all.
And you know, he'd identified that Goichi was not sitting down for the command grab at all. Look at the confidence here from Nightcross as he comes up here to take on Curt JC. And this, I believe this is the losers final. Is Reinhardt out? Oh my God, Reinhardt lost to Nightcross. Reinhardt is out of the tournament.
2-0 as well.
Nightcross will now battle Curt JC for a place. Hey,
both of these guys.
Pick up Jigs TV in the building. Massive shout out to those guys.
Those guys are.
I'll introduce you one day. I'm sure you'd really get on.
One day when I'm big in esports.
Man, that is a result already. Always providing the shocks is EGX.
What a lovely granddad hat that is.
Nightcross is looking super confident. His expression has changed since he was on earlier. I think he's
you know, just coming off a win against such a legendary name as Reinhardt, that's going to do you the world of confidence.
Absolutely.
Because both of these players are the guys that eliminated Ryan from the tournament.
That's it.
So we'll see. This is losers finals. Curt JC. We saw him using Bison. He's got Nakali as well. Nightcross is definitely going to be using Dulcim. Both using those old school Mad Catz TE, original TEs.
Those TEs are awesome.
They're such an iconic design. Man.
Love them. Changed the game. They changed the game,
round
man.
2. Oh yeah, man. Bring in those, you know, Sanwa arcade quality parts. Just mass manufactured into the home.
Genius. Absolute genius.
Became standard.
A lot of the sticks we play with today almost based off that beauty from that day. These
Not
two
sure
actually
what's going on in terms
actual
of
stick players, which is rare to see this far in a tournament of Street Fighter 5. These guys are putting themselves in a handicap these days, I guess you could say, Logan Sama. Back in the day, you'd sit down in the tournament, you whip your stick out, and you see your opponent come over, and they whip out a pad, and you look at your friends and be like, this is going to be so free.
Started playing last week, didn't he, this geezer?
He's a pad player,
it's
man.
It's a free win for me.
He plays pad. This is going to be so free. Hey, he plays pad. Oh, yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck. And, you know, you proceed to whoop that guy's butt.
How long have you been playing for?
These days, you whip out your arcade stick, and they're like,
all right, granddad.
He plays on stick. This is going to be free. What an idiot. It's all about the pad players.
Yeah, there was a time. I wouldn't say it now, but there was definitely a time just before Evo when like the top 4 informed players in America were all pad players.
Yeah, definitely. And
top
even
2
now,
ranked European players, I'd say now, are both pad players as well.
Yeah,
it's a fair comment.
Yeah. Well, even if it's a top 3.
Top 3, yeah,
right?
top 3. Yeah.
All 3 of them play on pad, right?
So yeah, pad is the future. If you want to pick up Street Fighter 5, then you definitely are okay. If you just want to use your DualShock.
Undercover taking notes in the audience. You hear that, Undercover? You want to do good next season? Switch to pad, buddy. Switch to pad. It's not about the stick, man. We're a dying breed. All right, we good to go now? Oh, little crowd shot. Big up the audience. Big up yourselves, guys. Wait for the camera.
Man like Jester.
Yo, wait for the camera.
Off.
You're on the camera, guys, man. Come on, show me some love. EGX 2017.
5 minus 2 equals 3.
Yo, that Joker
bit of quick
cosplay.
maths out there in the audience.
Those cards never get old, man. Wow. Did Curt JC just go into like Super Saiyan mode? Did you see the eyes?
Did they roll back like the Undertaker? I don't know what happened.
This looks like he's going to kill someone.
Hyper focused. What's the name of the Akuma player who was on Team X? Was it Yus?
Team X, the kind of crazy one.
Yeah.
I think it was Yus, yeah. He's here.
Yeah, he had the death stare on lock, boy.
I thought it was going to be amazing just because of his death. Whoa,
what
start.
Here we go. Oh, drops the combo. Nice slide to punish the fireball.
Surprisingly, not a character you see too often is Dictator. Why is that, Logan? I mean, Problem's clearly showing the world that the character is frightening to deal with.
It's very slow. I can imagine there's a very sort of steep learning curve to the character.
Patient too.
He's got a slow dash. He's got
awful
walk speed. Takes a lot of focus to be able to anti-air with him.
Target could have done so much more damage there. Yeah, anti-air into the nightmare.
Oh, and he gets caught in the air by the Gale.
Lovely choice, that. Lovely jubbly, that.
I noticed Curt's got the back top there. I don't know if he Is he a Tekken player originally?
Well spotted, you could be right.
I know Real Menace, who we do a lot of stuff with, actually uses a full Korean lever in there as well as a back top. That was the most beautifully spaced drill. But it doesn't matter.
Man, this guy's teleport game is just... If you don't see it coming, it's so legit. You just gotta expect it. Of course, that's not a true meme.
Wow. Still gets clipped by the Devil's Reverse.
Much better round here for Curt JC, but he's still playing catch up. This scissors. Bad slide.
Nice conversion as well into the damage. Gets the corner carry. The pressure is there. He backs off.
Oh, wow.
Slide under the Devil
answers.
Reverse after getting caught last time. Great stuff.
Nice change up there.
Nightcross is looking on point today.
Dawson win.
Loving it. He's loving every moment of this. Curt JC's got to make some adjustments.
You know he's serious. He turned the hat round.
Round 1.
I saw that in a cartoon once.
Gangster mode. Change the game. Oh, nice. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Liking that real-time adaptation. Baits out the stand throw too. Oh, a bit too aggressive with his approach there.
Big damage as
crowds
well.
fierce that.
Not sure what he went for. I tried to get the slide. I think it didn't come out. Wow. Activation.
Slide in your face
that
and
damage
buttons.
and stun is building up as well.
Gets away with a jumping though. Puts himself in the flame, but to put some pressure on Dawson at least. Has a full V-trigger stocked. Runs into that fireball.
That fireball did about 150 damage with the Grey.
Got to be looking for that teleport behind. I just said it. Never ready. Oh, that was disgusting.
That was horrible. I swear that was
I thought
behind.
that was behind.
I
And then he
swear
went,
that
no.
was behind.
That was revolting.
I swear that was behind.
Fight.
I think it was.
Nightcross with the setups. Slide again.
Oh! Man, he's got to close these combos out, man. Can't leave the damage on the table there when you're facing Dawson. Resets. Reset, having taken as much damage as possible. Curt JC's let him off here. Wow, just building. Oh, and he's in! Never ready!
Hypnotized him with the teleport gales.
Oh my days, this is over.
He went for the low, that new low.
Man,
Nightcross.
Showing everyone, if you're not ready for his teleports, you're as good as dead.
That was super convincing, though.
Unfortunately, that is the end of the road for Curt JC. He bows out of the tournament, having put on quite a good performance, but there will be no more of him. Nightcross, the confident, backwards baseball cap.
So that's the end of bracket B1. So we have Shifrooken making it out in winner's bracket, and Nightcross defeating Curt JC there. Always a heartbreaker when you lose in winner's final and then lose in losers final as well.
Oh my God, is this a match coming up now? If this is one pool, you've got to be kidding me. So look at this. If these two are playing now, no, they're not. They're not, are they?
Well, next up is going to be Gino and Hiroko in the winner's final. Right?
That's crazy. So we would have expected to see Hurricane and Goichi.
Yeah.
What we're actually going to see in the winner's final this pool is Gino de Campo versus Hiroko. And look at these guys. They have absolutely thrown a monkey wrench in the seedings here.
Let's have a look at how the losers bracket is doing in this pool as well. Definitely want to see that.
Yeah, so Hurricane is going to have to play Goichi at some point, I imagine.
Goichi has to make it past the Quaker first, though. Okay. So we'll see if he can get past.
You mean Merkage Knight?
Well, he's actually signed up as Quaker, he hasn't ascended into his Merkage Knight form. He's changed his name back.
What permanently? Permanently.
But Merkage Knight is the best name.
That's the sickest name.
No more Knights of the Merc table.
Quaker, why'd you change your name, man? Merkage Knight, fam.
Let's get him on for an interview with you afterwards. He can explain it to you.
That's a fantastic
idea. No, with Sengan. Sengan, you're definitely going to do an interview.
We'll get him over there.
Why the name's changed.
Why is the name changed?
Yes.
Come on.
I know you guys at home want to know. But yes.
Quaker's been in the scene for years. We can't just let him change his name like this. We got to do something about it.
Brother, remember what was it like DreamHack when he turned up and he was like, my name's Merkage Knight now. It's like, yes, bruv.
He was ignoring me.
That was the coldest name.
Look at that happiness. Oh,
I can hear Abe from the other side of the stage laughing.
Yo, Hiroko, after that emphatic performance against Hurricane.
But before all that, we have the small matter of winners final in this pool.
I remember that like it was yesterday, Logan. I went up to Quaker and I was like, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Give us
He's looking for those external sponsors.
Hiroko, all serious now.
Grab that and send it back to him.
All serious
Be
now.
his new Tinder profile pic. Trying to get that Pepsi Max sponsorship already, I see.
It's that Daigo tech, boy.
Yeah, mate.
Strategically placed
Have
bottles.
you ever seen Daigo drink the Red Bull? He's just got the can there.
Yeah, I've seen him. He sips it, right?
No. You think that he sips it. He's conditioned you into believing that he actually drinks it. What was the tournament where he ran and got the can out?
That was just recently.
Was that ESL Brooklyn?
Yeah, that was ESL, yeah.
And man thought he wasn't on
fantastic.
camera and sat down like nothing happened. Oh, Lord Daigo. God bless you,
only one. Got to earn that paper, you know. You don't just fly out to these people, have people pay for your flights for nothing. Got to earn that, baby.
He's on job. I have to respect it. He's definitely on job.
They don't call me Quaker anymore. Quaker's dead.
So here we go. We have Team Endpoints Gino De Campo
Merkage Knights. Sorry.
Against Hiroko.
That match has started, by the way.
ECV.
Quaker versus Thing on the other side. We'll keep you updated as this match progresses.
Round 1.
Yeah.
Fight.
This a place in winners qualification.
So we'll see after defeating Goichi's Ibuki, whether Gino De Campo can make it past.
Yeah, you don't want to block that fireball that late. Wow, he's going for the online gimmicks. Oh, just get hit by
Medium
the
command
overhead.
dash, yeah. Oh, big jump-ins as well. The stun is building up. He's going for command dashes all over the place.
That was disgusting. Oh, I think go for a neutral jump there. Nice jump back though. Gonna activate. No, he wants to hit. Oh, big opening for Gino. Hiroko can't guess wrong here. Cannot guess wrong here.
One guess is all you get.
Love that choice. Oh, nice escape.
Nice.
The neutral jump to the kite.
And Gino hasn't got an EX bar either, so there's no fear of an EX command grab coming out. You can play footsies here.
Nice reversal. I love that. That jump though.
Oh, early EX Kazagiri.
Good blocks.
Oh,
Ready
nice
for the dash.
throw. Oh, and there you see the difference. We were
Look
talking
at
about
face.
that.
Somebody clipped that. That was like the biggest breath from Gino. Oh, why would you do that?
That's like the, like the blinking white man meme.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
All these white people look the same thing anyway. Right, here we go.
He's allowed to say that.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, love the delay. Hiroko looking so good.
Oh, that
Wow,
time
that's
he does
hit.
He does it anyway.
Oh,
I've noticed
Gino.
that he does the first one. It doesn't matter if it's counter hit or not. He does the second one and then activates.
Nice throw bait. Oh, anticipated though. Fierce. Oh, still alive. That Laura health. Empty jump T low. Shout out Shen.
Ibuki win.
Oh, he's actually removed the label.
I mean, that was looking really good for Gino. He was coming back in that first round, but that EX Kazagiri. Oh, just didn't see it coming. Hiroko goes one up.
Nice juggle. Wake up jab. His favorite. Worked so well against Hurricane. You better time your meaties right.
Yeah, you really need to against Hiroko. He will consistently do it until you teach him not to. And he converts really well off of it as well. Has to activate this to keep it safe. Stayed in front.
In front. Nice.
Back throw. Nice. Try to press a button there on negative frames. Another EX Kazagiri. No, it won't be. Ah, and Gino not scared to go for the meaty again. Goes one up here.
I
in the
really
second
like
game.
his timings of command grabs as well. He's been really sparing with them and they've worked.
Doesn't abuse them, does he?
No.
Oh my goodness. That neutral jump from the stand for all and it stays in front. Everyone getting hit by that today. So hard to see. Will he go for max damage? Yes, he will. Reset.
And a reset.
Classic Laura around here.
He wants the perfect. I know he wants the perfect and he gets it.
So scary when she jumps over your head like that. Goes straight into a command grab. That light kick was so high up. She was probably zero. Could have probably pressed jab, but why
that
would
light
you?
kick, that light kick not as bad as Mika's jump light
No,
kick, but it's
I
still,
don't know why Mika's has so much block stun.
it's still definitely not a fun situation to be in.
What a fascinating winners final we have here. Those of you joining late, Goichi and Hurricane were in this group. They are both in losers bracket.
One of those names will not make it out of the pool. Crazy to think.
Crazy. Possibly both of them. It's Gino right now, though, in the driver's seat. Going in against Hiroko. Nice V-reversal. Notice that a lot of people just decided, whenever I get that EX bomb situation, I'm just V-reversing every time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unsafe. No punish.
I'd rather be -2 than minus, what is it, like 18 or something crazy.
Oh, the fake cross up. Knockdown. Wake up jab. Back
Nice,
throw.
the throw. I like that.
Oh, nice. Gets hit. Hiroko has landed almost all of these today so far. Oh, and Gino's not ready. He's going to get stunned. That is a 1 reset stun combo. She's dead. Spends the EX to make sure. If you have full health, that setup will not kill you, but in that scenario, it was
So
the
her back
perfect
throw is
victory.
actually neck breaker then.
Yeah, exactly. That's the animation. Bring neck breaker back. Hard knockdowns, please. She needs it. Beautiful whip punish. Oh man, Hiroko, after being seconds away from going match point down, now looking absolutely solid. One more hit will do
so
it.
good at
Who's this,
confirming
bro?
that medium kick as well.
Oh, just like you said, Logan, medium into medium. Oh, bad choice though. Could be the end.
Oh,
That's it.
the overheads. And Gino de Campo is in losers. Hiroko is the man who makes it out of this pool in winners, and all props to him.
Yo, big shout out to Hiroko. Big shout out to the Netherlands. A scene where you don't see that many players anymore in Street Fighter 5. There are still 1 or 2.
Definitely had a very
Hiroko
strong
showing that.
presence. You know, not a huge number of players, but a strong presence in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of those
Even
players,
Marvel, they had a few guys for. Maybe
a
they'll
lot
be
of
back
those
for that.
players not really traveling and competing as much anymore, and it's nice to see new names. I always see Hiroko at a lot of the European events.
He's always around, yeah. And I think he travels alone most of them. So I'm not sure if there's any other Dutch players he's here with. Very impressive, that commitment and dedication. It looks like Goichi was just about able to beat Merkage Knight.
Scraped past Merkage Knight, I think.
We're going to have a losers semi-final, really worth watching. Now, we've not been covering too many losers semi-finals today, guys. But for this particular group, we are definitely covering the losers semi-final.
I mean, this one we were expecting to be winners final, weren't we? Let's hold our hands up.
Let's keep it real. That's no disrespect to the other two guys as
Definitely the two favourites in the bracket. Sengan picked Hurricane to make it out.
Yeah, Sengan's picks have just been atrocious today, I must say. Sengan,
Much like his jacket.
yeah, don't do predictions, mate. Yeah, leave that to me. Yeah, all right. I'll do the predictions. You do the analysis stuff. Yeah, all right, sweet. I think you got the message.
Yeah. I'm glad we got James Banks there to give us some real insight as well,
Yeah, love that insight from James Banks.
rather than this charlatan. But I'm really looking forward to this match. It's a shame that it's in losers bracket and one of these guys is going to be out of the tournament.
Indeed.
Definitely a big shame.
Indeed.
What a huge upset it would be if Goichi travelled all the way here and didn't make it out of pools.
I'm torn here because I'm a UK guy and Hurricane's my boy, so obviously I need Hurricane to win. But I've literally stayed up at crazy times just to watch Goichi's men out. I'm such a big fan.
Yeah. He was streaming and getting more numbers than tournaments.
Yeah. Everyone wants to see this guy. So it'll be a massive loss for the tournament if he's unable to come through here. Here they come up to the stage. Goichi up against XL Hurricane. What an intense moment this is. I mean, how is Goichi in the rankings anyway? He's pretty comfortable, right?
I'm not sure. I think he's like near the tail end of the 30.
Jammers tells me he's in the 20s, like early 20s.
Mid 20s? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he had reason.
So this
to come
isn't
here.
the
Made
end
sense to
of
come
the
here.
world if he doesn't get points here.
But he kind of wanted to come. I guess a top 3, top 4 here would have probably solidified his place in Capcom Finals.
Does it have his...
That's the problem now if he goes out this early. And Hurricane, of course, no chance of him qualifying, having missed so many tournaments outside of the UK. But he'll be looking to do some damage regardless. Making a name for himself, letting the world know who he is.
We saw Hurricane unfortunately not manage to deal with Hiroko's pressure. He was being really respectful and leaving gaps to be interrupted. How do you think he's going to play against Goichi's Manat?
I think Hurricane's style is to overwhelm his opponent and just not let them get their game going. Because when he's in the driver's seat, it's horrible for his opposition, no matter who they play. I've seen him do it to Zangief's. Even Abigail's, I've seen him steamroll. So, you know, I expect that to be the approach if Goichi goes Manat. But there's a chance Goichi won't go Manat. I mean, we saw what Ibuki can do already.
Yeah.
With Hiroko beating Hurricane. It's a reason for Goichi to consider maybe an Ibuki pick. See him now slowly on the character screen. It looks like it's going to be Manat.
Nothing's locked in, so we'll see. It is Manat. Definitely what we want to see. I'm sure the people at home want to see this as well.
Oh, this is a treat and a half. Definitely what I want to see.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, here we go, guys. We are locked in. 2 out of 3 here in the losers semi-final of this pool. Wow, Goichi, you're starting to see very early on why he decided this was a good pick for Cammy. Hurricane gets a throw. Those throws just put Manat exactly where she wants to be though. In neutral. Nice jump.
Oh, nice.
That throw.
Here we go. Double dash doesn't quick rise.
Opens her up again. Stun.
And this is the sort of pressure that we know and are familiar with from Hurricane. Wakes up with the 3-frame light kick, activates the overhead. It's not going to be able to get the
Be
kill.
careful, one more reset. Oh,
the block.
Great review reversal as well. Oh my days! Are you kidding me? Please! That made sense to me. That made sense for Hurricane to do that. But Goichi just one step ahead. And with the reactions.
Just owning that space, forcing Hurricane. I guess kind of with that heavy, you're owning that space and forcing the Cammy player to want to approach from the air.
Exactly. It makes you want to jump.
Gonna prepare
Bad V-skill.
and be aware that that's an option.
Such a good V-reversal when used in that way. The reset. Oh, drops.
Get the reflect.
It's a great round so far. That's coming back. Has to respect it. Nice backdash. V-skill's in. Hurricane needs an opening here. Activation. Has to deal with this pressure. They don't want to spend the V-reversal.
Oh. Definitely would have been worth V-reversal in that.
I mean, her V trigger isn't the biggest comeback factor anyway. You know, she gets 2 dive kicks out of it. Does do chunks, but
What has he done to that bottle of water?
man, that's such impressive play there from Goichi. No right to win that first round. Then on to the second round and winning it convincingly. 1-0 up here versus Hurricane. Great anti-air choices. It's that fierce again.
His use of those normals is so good.
That's Chase starting to anticipate those backdashes, but Hurricane being forced to take more risk than he usually has to just to get something going here.
Yeah, it's bad space.
Nice jump. Oh, he had that. Fierce has got a lot of recovery.
Yeah, if he had jumped in with a normal, he would have kicked it.
That's around the corner. Bad choice. Worked so hard and lost half his bar just getting in.
Good backdash as well.
He's just decided to be backdashing everything now.
At times does get clipped.
Hurricane misses his meaty and gets back thrown for it. Here's that V-trigger. Oh, you got to anticipate some buttons here. Big opening. Gonna spend the critical art. Yes, he will.
Man,
Oh my god. Go easy, please. Conversion. I mean,
And Hurricane is looking at elimination from the tournament here.
just assume every dive kick is plus 5,000 when she's in that V-trigger mode. I'm not sure what Hurricane tried to do. Thought he could maybe interrupt.
It wasn't even a counter hit, so I don't know if he tried to jump out.
It wasn't, was it? Match point Goichi. The jabs, the dive kick so beautifully spaced. The orb. Good, well spent V-reversal there from Hurricane. I completely agree with that decision. Gets in now.
Nice throw.
Yeah, it's a tricky match, I imagine, for Cammy because the throw, of course, resets the situation, which is just great for Manat. Activation. He's got mileage off this every time. Hurricane respecting it now, just trying to get out of there. Slide connects. Oh, my days. Jab interruption, still gets conversion. Dealt with that V-trigger better than he has so far.
This is the opportunity that Hurricane needs.
Critical Art is there. He's got to be careful with his approach here. How he comes
Still
in.
jumping
oh
in.
my days,
Oh,
not respecting the reactions of Goichi. Hurricane's out of there.
Oh, and you can't argue with that at all. What great play from Goichi. Hurricane went for the cannon strike and then jumped. I thought, yes, this is my chance to get in on the ground. No.
What a schooling that was. Very impressive. It got harder as it went on for Hurricane, it seemed. So much that we don't know yet about that character. Great play from Goichi. But actually, away from the character, reaction critical arts is something every character can do. So just shout out Goichi, ready for that. Very impressive.
Just impressive.
He'll stay seated now, though. Won't he, Logan? Because he's now booked his place in Losers Final, and we have a run back.
Oh, yes. So he will be facing Gino de Campo. So we'll see whether he goes back to Manat, whether he sticks with... You right, mate?
Oh, wow. Gino sending me a message. Just told me that Goichi is going home.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As in, I'm sending him home.
I see. Yeah.
That's pretty
but we know what Gino de Campo's predictions are like. Almost as good as Shoyu Sengan's.
Yeah. Only predictions worse than Shoyu Sengan's are probably Gino de Campo's.
Yeah. Or my Daigo bets.
Yeah, your Daigo bets have been a bit off this year, mate. I must say. Oh, hey, Sengan. How you doing there, buddy?
Hey, buddy guy.
Wasn't talking about you at all.
How you doing, friend?
We were just talking about how cool you are, actually. Oh, it's surround sound?
I love your jacket. Where did you get it from?
Logan has been grilling Shoyu Sengan all weekend about his jacket. It's going to be a long weekend for Sengan if he's wearing that all week. I actually think it's quite a nice jacket. Apart from the weird label at the back.
I don't know. It's like he leant up against... You know, like when you... You know, like when you do the wallpapering and you put the newspaper down.
Yeah.
It's like he leant up against that, and there's like a sheet of newspaper on his back. Who knows? Weird.
Gino poised and ready to cause an upset again. Will we see Jug the second? When everyone expected the run back to go the experience, the Japanese player's way.
Yeah.
On this occasion, we saw Jug
got top 8 Thunderstruck as well. 7th.
Yeah. Jug's pretty, you know. He's been doing
Love
damage.
to all of our Mexican brothers and sisters.
What scene they got out there, man. All the South Americans in general. Very impressive. Great run recently from I forgot the guy's name. Let's get on with this match.
Here we go.
Meet him in your face.
Air crush counter.
Interesting that he's made the decision to just go Manat for this set and just stay Manat.
It's definitely where his form's at
No
least.
blind pick.
Yeah, we got into this match a lot quicker than the last set, which is good.
Looking great here. Hasn't taken a single bit of damage. Not even chip. Continues. All right, finally a hit for Gino.
Gino is definitely looking like, well, to be fair, and this is not criticism, it definitely looks like he hasn't got a strategy. You can't blame him for not having a strategy against his character, because how are you gonna have the experience to form one? But he can't get around these orbs.
The heavy punch underneath the fireball's a big deal.
Yeah.
Look at that. Such a big plus for her.
He can throw that out on reaction and the medium punch as well to stop the start up of Laura's fireball, so it kind of renders that useless. He's having to jump, and he gets crush countered when he jumps in as well, so that's why the health differential is enormous.
Goodness, the solid defensive display here from Manat.
And again, that trade, we saw him take that trade in the first set. He doesn't mind because the pushback on that trade means there's no real risk.
Look at jump spam. Oh my days. Wow. The adaptation. He just needed a moment. Perhaps he needed that loss, Logan, because my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, the way that he played against Hurricane was incredible. This performance is superlative.
Wow, the meaty thumbs up.
Meaty
1,000 frames. He's ready to go again.
That thumb was already up when Gino looked up.
I mean?
That thumb was active.
Ready to go. Gino was using stand medium kick to counter some of those buttons on startup earlier. He's not really been trying that. Instead, he's staying out of range. I don't agree. I think he was having a much better time in the first set when he was getting close to these.
I think he needs to get behind, though. When it whiffs, he definitely needs to get behind.
Nice jump. Actually drawn her all the way to the corner and then put her there. Overhead. Oh,
that's
grab.
a great backdash.
Not the biggest punish though, and the orb is out.
One more touch. Oh, where's the anti-air?
Here it comes.
That's
great
the
round from Gino. Wow, shut me up. What a round, Gino.
Well, Gino was just able to get in. He was able to get in.
He walked her into the corner and jumped over and put her in, put Goichi in the corner and then destroyed it.
We like to call that the Jones Arcade.
That's a good thing to call it. Jones catches us all with that. He's doing it again. Oh, he tried to jump over. It's a legit strategy.
Goichi just walked back that frame.
Yeah, he's seen it now. He's seen it. Oh, he connects.
The magic in front light kick that's unblockable.
Oh, my
One more touch. I would have definitely gone for EX command grab there, I'm not going to lie.
Is there a reset coming? Is there a reset coming? Overhead well blocked.
Good block on the overhead. He's got one orb left. Now he has to worry.
Wow, he's going to spend it. I'm surprised he spent it.
It's not going to be scaled that heavily.
No pressure.
She doesn't have like an EX reversal, so
she gets no pressure afterwards too. But I guess she wants to be a neutral.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice that.
Pressure just gives her the opportunity to get interrupted by 3-frame light or the medium.
Oh, Gino puts him in the corner. That's it.
Oh, that's the round. No. That's got to be it. No, he gets the reset anyway.
Days,
of course.
Who cares?
He gets the reset anyway. The cross under, the medium, the confirm, and Gino brings it back. Great patience.
The British crowd loving this right now. Gino De Campo about to stay true to his word and send Goichi home.
Well, it's only one apiece. A very assured thumbs up there from Gino.
Straight back into it with Nana.
Nonchalant even.
This looks pretty. This matchup. I mean, it's hard to judge matchups from that already.
It looks
pretty
very
scary,
man.
Yeah, right. It could go wrong very quickly.
Dulcimi, like, oh, I'm beating you solidly for the whole round. Oh, 10 seconds, I'm dead.
He's not dealt with pressure well here. Blocked better that time.
He'll take that punish all day. That did nothing.
There's that V trigger. Here she comes. Nice fireball there. Spends the orbs. Only 4 remaining. 3 now. It connects with the dive kick though. So good at converting that.
Into the knockdown.
Meatiest dive kick. Another well-spaced one. Gino just wants to activate.
Yeah, no V reversal going to be coming out of Gino there.
Oh, the range on that heavy kick jump. Neutral jump medium connects too. One more will do it for Goichi.
Gino is just looking to get into the range where he can get that medium kick off.
Random EX, I say.
There we go. Jabbed him out of that. That would have been the command grab.
So ready was Goichi. Knew everything that Gino wanted there. Blocked at the right time and pressed buttons at the right time. Match point. There's that medium kick again. Stuffing some buttons on startup.
Yeah, he definitely needs to work his way inside that range.
That's it.
And start using his faster normals.
He wants to put her in the corner again. That strategy's been legit, but he gets hit though. Didn't activate.
Yeah.
Come on, grabs that V reversal. Wake up light kick connects and converts. Goichi looking to close this out here. Oh, gotta be careful.
Yeah, that was a badly spaced one. Good challenge.
Needed to make that count. Needed that momentum to count there. All right, gets out of there. Oh, nice connection. No juggle. Why didn't he juggle?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's it. He's done.
Close it out.
What a conversion, Logan. I can't believe the range that he killed from there. Goichi.
Goichi makes it out of pools in loser's bracket. Gino De Campo, very disappointed there, but a solid performance from him. He can definitely be very proud of himself.
He had a great run. Unfortunate. I mean, his match against Hiroko was super close too. I mean, he had that at one point. So close in this game to being through. All of a sudden, he's out, but he will be remembered. What a result. Goichi in losers bracket qualifies.
So we're going to take a short break now. Are we throwing it back over?
Yeah, shall we throw it back?
Are we throwing it back over to the analyst desk?
We're just going to throw it back to the analyst desk, guys.
Okay, so we're going to go to a break and then we're going to throw it back. Throw it back to you guys on the desk. Don't forget to catch it, Sengan. Make sure you catch it. We'll catch you on the other side of this short break.
Oh, nice, nice.